This is Bimbo News with your hosts, Allie Siegel, Melissa Stetton.
Hello, and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News. I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stetton.
This is a podcast where we'll cover everything from viral news stories to pop culture to things that we watched on TV during the week. We have a Patreon. Our true crime episodes are now only available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for $5 a month. So if you are interested in our old true crime, paranormal occult with Maria, then join the Patreon for 2 to 3 episodes a month. If you want 90 Day Fiancé and entertainment news, that will be free on the feed.
And mailbag.
Oh, right. And mailbag. Also, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and call into our hotline and leave a voicemail for those said mailbag episodes. The number is
626-63-420-69. Nice.
Melissa. Who is our patron this week?
We've got Brianna D's Nuts.
D's is a good patron to have. Brianna, welcome to the
Welcome,
team.
Brianna.
This week in Crazy. Melissa, what's going on?
Well, remember that giant ass cruise ship we were talking about
Sure
last
do.
month? Well, it finally set sail on Saturday the 27th.
Oh, boy. Yesterday.
It is out in the Caribbean. Oh, boy.
I think we had said last time that we believe, or a conspiracy theory is that we think that it's holding alien ships.
Yes.
In one of the levels, because that's the only thing that since it's always on sea and no one would suspect it or be able to find it, and that's why they're so huge, because they're holding alien spaceships that have crashed.
Look,
too.
that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, it makes
Honestly,
100% sense.
There's so much space on those things.
Crazy.
This thing is longer than the Eiffel Tower is tall.
That's bananas.
You ever seen the Eiffel Tower? Pretty
haven't.
tall. It's pretty tall. It has 20 decks and room for more than 5,600 passengers. But it says the capacity is 7,600. That's insane. And a crew of 2,350. So that's like 10,000 people.
Well, no, I think that the 7,600 maximum is 5,600 passengers and then a crew of 2,350.
Interesting. Very interesting. Because you add them together.
Yes.
That's math for you. Some more numbers. There's 7 swimming pools, including a 40,000 gallon quote unquote lake.
What?
6 water slides, a carousel, what Royal Caribbean says is the largest ice arena at sea. What do you need an ice arena for?
Do they mean ice skating, or is it a full arena where you can like play hockey?
I would assume ice skating?
The word arena is throwing me off.
I just assumed it was for, Royal Caribbean ice skating. It's ice skating.
Oh, okay, but they have like shows and stuff. So that's why it's an arena. So it's like,
right,
when they have whatever on
the
ice.
Ice-capades.
Yeah. Or, like Jungle Book on ice. Like,
right.
I don't know. I don't think that they do that on ice, but whatever they do on ice. Okay, so that's why it's an arena. It's not just like rent skates and skate around. They have shows.
That's crazy. There's more than 40 dining venues and bars. 50 musicians and comedians are going to be performing, as well as a 16-piece orchestra.
We should do our podcast on the boat.
Live.
We should do a live pod.
Our episode about dying on
cruise ship
ships.
disappearances.
It claims to be more eco-friendly than some smaller cruise ships, but there's no fucking way.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
They said it's powered by what they call eco-friendly liquefied natural gas. Although some experts say that this liquefied natural gas systems can leak damaging amounts of methane gas into the atmosphere. There's no way it's eco-friendly.
I don't think there's any real eco-friendly way to use petroleum or gasoline.
No. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to do a solar-powered cruise ship.
Yeah, right? You're just in the sun the whole time.
Well, unless you're doing like an Alaskan cruise or something. But I don't know. That's my... Hello, sharks.
Right. Hello, sharks. Put some of those giant windmills on.
Yeah, we can figure this out.
Yeah. Well, in other crazy news, I brought this up to your attention tomorrow because you said something about
in the future.
Oh my God, did I say tomorrow?
You did.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how good your ADD pill is working. You're already planning for tomorrow.
Oh my God. Are we in the future? Yesterday.
Yeah.
Because you were like, my pills aren't working because you take
my pill was
extended
hitting,
release.
Yeah, my pill was hitting differently yesterday. It was more intense than usual.
So this mom posted on TikTok, transfers her son's pills. I'm assuming he takes Adderall XR because they're the little beads.
Yeah.
She transfers them into clear pills because he's sensitive to the red 40 dye that's on the thing. You can buy little tiny capsules. And she noticed that it was very inconsistent, the amount of stuff in each pill, like wildly, like one was full all the way, one was halfway.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck is going on with this? And she posted it on TikTok and people started checking their medication. They're like, oh my God, it's so inconsistent.
It's crazy. Yeah, I noticed that with mine too. I'm not going to say like which farm. I don't know if it's a pharmacy or the supplier. I don't know which it is.
This mom said she switched to the brand name stuff and she hasn't had a problem since. So I'm assuming it was the generic stuff that was messing.
Well,
with her kid.
I get generic at both pharmacies. But I think there's several generic suppliers of Adderall. So I mean, I think it would depend on which generic supplier you're getting it from.
Right.
Because there's not just one supplier that makes Adderall. But yeah,
it's all different places do. And she said that like her son's teachers would like let her know like, oh, by the way, today your son was like bouncing off the walls, or he's like, did he have his medication today? Like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, I don't know. And then she realized like, oh my God, it's just the medication.
Crazy.
It's inconsistent.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that with mine too, because I had physically opened my pills. Mine aren't clear, but I had looked at my pills that I got at one pharmacy and I was like, it's weird. They only fill these like halfway or below. I wonder if maybe that's just how much they fill them. And then yesterday or the day before, when I was like, I feel manic, I opened my pill and I was like, oh, they're filling it all the way. And I'm like,
oh, see, I assumed that it was the amount that's filled in the capsule is like if you're getting 20 milligrams, 40 milligrams, 60, like are all the little bead things, are those the same amount or is it like different amount? I don't know. It's confusing.
I think that they're different. I think that they're different dosages. Like I think the beads are different dosages, but the issue is that the pills are being filled different amounts.
Yeah.
Like I take 25, but at one pharmacy they were filled halfway, the 25.
Right.
And then at this pharmacy I'm at now, they were filled all the way to the top.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
And this lady said she has reached out to the FDA, the pharmacy, she's filed complaints and she hasn't heard anything back.
Yeah.
So no one is, and there's been like a shortage.
It's crazy
going on.
Yeah.
And like people are wondering if it's related to that. They're just trying to fill orders.
I think it's related to the shortage because where I got mine previously, I know that they were frequently out of stock. And my guess is that they were just like skimping on how much they were filling them so that they could fill as much as possible.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking pills, I swear to God. Well, speaking of, I got nothing. I got nothing for this one.
Okay.
This is about a sperm donor. He's trying to meet 97 of his kids.
Can you do that? I guess
You have to sign a thing.
It's like almost like an open adoption, like an open
Yes.
sperm.
You can sign a thing that says that you want your children to be able to find you
Interesting.
when they're 18, or like have your information public, or you can do anonymous donor. And so this guy, I guess, opted for public, his information be public. His name's Dylan Stone Miller. He's a software engineer. Was contacted by a woman on Instagram who said, "Oh, I have a daughter. I conceived a daughter with your sperm."
Oh God.
And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he discovered that he has at least 97 biological children in 6 different countries, and probably more. Those are just the 97 people who contacted him, or
God.
they found through like DNA sites. And there's most likely way more.
I'm
Because
sure.
those are just the people who
have like
have
contacted him. 23andMe or something or whatever.
Yeah. And that
Jesus
he
Christ.
didn't realize how many children were going to be conceived with his sperm. So he's like, he wants to have like, he's advocating for changes in the sperm donation industry, or like having legal limits on the number of pregnancies per donor. Because I guess, I don't know that he just didn't know, or they told him it would only be a certain amount of children, but he made over 400 donations. So like you would assume if you're making 400 donations,
Yeah.
you're going to have 400, at least that amount of children. So he earned $40,000 doing this.
Wow.
He did it while he was in college to make money.
A lot of people do, I think. Well, not a lot of people, but
Yeah. But he said that where he donated, they said that he would be anonymous until the children turned 18. But apparently that's not the case. So he was like shocked. He's like, oh, all these like kids, parents, they know who I am, because the place he donated was like, you'll be anonymous till the kid is 18. But I guess they lied to him.
well, I think the issue is the 23andMe stuff, because
Right.
you can't hide that's outside. He might have been anonymous from this company,
Yeah.
but if you put your genetic material on a thing like 23andMe and Ancestry.com, if other people have done that too, then you're going to have the match. So
Yeah.
it kind of seems like it has nothing to do with this company and the anonymity through them.
Yeah. So he has decided to meet all these children.
Oh, that's going to
If
be a
the mother
documentary.
wants them, is okay. So he has gone on this like cross country trip to meet all of these children. And he said like he meets them and he like hangs out with them. And then like he gets sad when he leaves, because he's like, okay, well, this is weird because it's like my child. I don't know. It's very strange. But he said he wants to continue meeting them. He wants to launch a nonprofit to help donors and recipients navigate all these challenges. And yeah, it's interesting.
I wonder if these women or men, I don't know, who have had children using his sperm, if they're mostly single or married.
I wonder.
Because if this,
I'm sure it's probably both.
Yeah.
A bit of both.
but like if this guy showed up and then was like, I really I'm having a hard time leaving the child, like I feel like their father, like the father who like has raised a child, I'd be like, get the fuck out. You donated sperm in college. Like you're being a weirdo. Like, I don't know.
I know. I wonder if it's like mostly single parents.
Something about it
I don't
feels weird
know.
to me. I don't know.
It does. It does. It's very weird, because there's gotta be like, if 97 of them are like public, then there's gotta be at least double that
This reads
who
to
are like
me
anonymous.
as someone who maybe isn't doing great as a software engineer right now and is like, I want to make a documentary. And
I know. It feels like he's trying to get a documentary
or
out
like
of this
write
or
a
something.
book I don't know. This reads as some sort of financial thing to me. I don't.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's weird.
Anyway, speaking of dads, there's a dad who hasn't stopped farting since he had a ham roll in 2017, and he's sued.
What?
Yeah. But what I'm bringing to the table is very different from the three things that Melissa just spoke of.
Okay.
So
I'm interested.
Tyrone Prades claims he has suffered life-changing problems since eating a festive ham hock at the Frankfurt Christmas market in Birmingham in 2017, and he's suing. He's had chronic flatulence for 5 years. He's suing for over 200,000 euros. He said he was bedbound for 5 weeks and ill for months. He's left permanently affected by embarrassing flatulence, and including a belly that makes churning noises so loud that it keeps him awake at night. He claims that he contracted salmonella, but the company denies this claim and says there is no salmonella bacteria in the ham hock stall.
I mean,
So-
there could be. Of course they're going to deny.
Yeah, you never know. So he says he has fatigue, altered bowel function, churning within his abdomen with excessive flatulence, which causes him a great deal of embarrassment and lack of sleep and social problems. It's been life-changing for him, all because of this ham hock at the Christmas stall. This is a documentary I'd watch.
I know.
Yeah.
Mystery of the ham hock farts.
Yeah. Yes. That sounds like one of your British Acorn shows.
The mystery of the ham hock farts.
Yeah. Miss Maple. Miss Maple looks into the...
Miss Maplethorpe into the ham hock.
Yeah. But
Hock farts.
here's where it gets interesting. Following an investigation by Public Health England, 2 cases of salmonella were confirmed as originating at the stall between December 9 and 11. Never forget, December 2017. And E. coli was found on a knife used to cut cooked meat.
Okay.
So
We're getting somewhere.
we're getting somewhere. So there's going to be a lawsuit, and we will keep abreast of this
But does
ham hock
getting
trial.
salmonella alter your stomach permanently? I guess it can.
I mean, I think actually interesting. So I know someone who got salmonella, and getting that sick activated an autoimmune disease
Oh, interesting.
that they had already. But sometimes with autoimmune diseases,
Right.
you need to get some sort of like infection or serious sickness in order to activate it. So they got quote unquote rheumatoid arthritis from a bad case of salmonella. So
Okay.
I don't know if it could like do permanent stomach issues, but maybe he had like autoimmune Crohn's or something,
Right.
and the salmonella activated the autoimmune Crohn's.
Huh.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I just play one on the podcast.
I wonder what he eats in his day-to-day life.
Probably just salmonella ham hocks
Milkshakes.
daily. Yeah, I mean, if you're farting like that
drink,
every
5
day.
milkshakes a day. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know
like,
what
I'm
the problem
lactose
is.
intolerant and all I eat is cheese, but I cannot stop farting and I'm going to sue. Surprisingly, this
Wow.
next news story also has to do with pooping. Vince McMahon has resigned after claims that he defecated on a female colleague's head.
Wait, what?
I know. This is from The Telegraph. I guess this isn't funny, but he's been accused of sexual assault, trafficking, and physical abuse of former wrestling promotion employee Janelle Grant. Oh, great.
Whoa.
Can you get this without a paywall?
Oh, I have it without a paywall.
Okay. Can you read the story or get it?
So Vince McMahon, founder of WWE, has resigned from its owner's board following allegations of serious sexual misconduct. He has been accused of offering a female colleague up to a star wrestler, offering her like promotion for sex and defecating on her head during a threesome. Janelle Grant, a WWE employee, filed a lawsuit accusing the 78-year-old businessman of sexual assault, trafficking, and physical abuse. The allegations were that he trafficked her to other men inside and outside the company.
Oh my God.
Other defendants named include John Laurinaitis, WWE's former head of talent relations. On Friday, Mr. McMahon has resigned from the board. And yeah, he's resigned from TKO board of directors. He will no longer have a role with TKO Group Holdings.
That's crazy.
Wow. The lawsuit alleges that Mr. McMahon dangled career-making and life-changing promises in front of Miss Grant after the pair were introduced in 2019.
Oh, that's what he was dangling. Okay.
It was dangling then. And then he lived in the same building as Miss Grant.
Oh, that's bad.
And in 2019 offered to get her a job at WWE after her parents died. She alleges that he eventually made it clear that one of the requirements of the job was a physical relationship with him and later with Mr. Laurinaitis and others.
Oh, God.
He apparently bought her lavish gifts, including an expensive car. She claims they controlled her, continued employment, and pressured her to engage in sexual acts.
You know, Maria said that she'd get us on New and Noteworthy if we would let her poop on our heads. And we were like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, we were like, that's not worth it.
It's not worth it, Maria.
That's like a sexual assault.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
She said she was exploited during her time of employment and was subjected to countless depraved and humiliating acts, which has led to permanent trauma.
Yeah, you think?
She claims in 2020, Vince McMahon defecated on her and commanded her to continue pleasuring another man with his feces on her body. What the fuck? No.
How does it get that far? I guess you're scared to say no, or like you didn't consent to that part and you're all of a sudden you're like, what the
Right.
fuck is happening?
You're like, what is happening?
I hope she gets $1 bajillion from WWE.
Right, because this guy, I remember he stepped back as the chief executive amid sexual misconduct claims in 2022. Because I remember hearing about this like a few years ago, that he stepped down
Well, this is why.
because of some other...
Oh, good. He's just a repeat
some
offender.
other thing. He paid a secret $3 million settlement to a former employee he had an affair with.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
Wow. Well,
Cool guy.
here's at least one kind of happy couple. A woman who, quote unquote, married a ragdoll admits that their family life is complicated after she had twins and says her husband is stressed about providing for the family.
Hold on. A ragdoll, as in a doll.
Yes, a woman,
A doll.
Rosha Mores, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Merivone Rosha Mores, 37, from Brazil.
Beautiful.
Thank you. She married a life-size ragdoll named Marcelo. It looks like
Okay,
Raggedy
Marcelo.
Ann. She made it. You could tell it's handmade. It's like,
Oh my God.
did you just look at the photo? It's like, they sell body pillows that look like guys.
Yes, remember that body pillow man?
Yeah, it's like a body pillow man with like...
He's wearing jeans.
Yeah, and it's like she took Sharpie and like doodled like a smiley
looks like
face
a
on it
Sharpie
with a
face.
mustache. Yeah.
Why do they all have weird eyebrows?
I don't... Listen, she's not an artist. She's a lover. She married this ragdoll. And then I guess a few years into their relationship, she made three little ragdoll kids for them. Looks
Why
like
do
two
they all
boys
have
and a girl.
unibrow? Their
Yeah.
eyebrows are so weird.
Well, they take after their father. They inherited their father's looks. And she says it's hard because he won't take a lot of the parental duties.
Well, he's not a real sentient being, is he?
Yeah. You know what it is? What was that Ryan Gosling movie?
What one?
Where he was in love with the sex doll who was in a wheelchair.
What?
You don't know that movie?
What are you talking about?
Wait,
what?
Oh, Lars and the Real Girl. Have you
I've never seen
Lars?
that.
Oh my God, Melissa, it's one of the best movies ever.
Really?
Oh my God, you and Martin would love. I'm sure Martin's seen it.
Wait, that's what it's about?
Oh my God, yes. He's kind of like a weird guy. And he's never dated before, and like everyone's kind of pressuring him to date. And he finds this like doll, this sex doll, and he starts like dating it.
Oh my God. I had no idea that's what that movie was.
Oh my God, it's so good. You gotta watch it.
Patricia Clarkson. Oh,
it's fantastic. A bunch of indie favorites. Anyways, this is giving Lars. Oh, there's pictures of them out. She takes him out and about. There's pictures of them at like a nighttime market. He's changed his outfit. He's in a hot pink shirt and jeans.
Wait, she posed for a photo shoot in her underwear while supposedly pregnant with her. She's just like pushing out her stomach.
She had a ham hock. She had that salmonella ham hock.
She's bloated from that salmonella ham hock.
Oh my God. There's a photo of him in a t-shirt, it looks like, and it looks like she drew arm hair on him, or maybe he's wearing a long sleeve shirt with they have a lot of different clothes, the family. Oh, there's the two girls sitting on a bench.
Twins.
Yeah.
Oh, they're twins.
Newborn twin daughters. She had a gender reveal for the family. Oh, there's the dad.
Oh my God.
Dad holding the baby.
Could you imagine the family having like, oh, we gotta go to fucking.
Oh my God, there's a picture of the wedding. The couple's wedding ceremony, which took place in 2018, was attended by 250 guests.
250?
That's a huge ass wedding, first of all.
What?
She's in a wedding dress, and he's in a full the doll, the pillow doll is in a full ass tux.
Wait, they're cheating rumors? What?
Wait, there's a picture of her getting a sonogram.
Why?
What's happening
You
here?
can't do that. That's not real. Oh my.
This is the craziest shit.
God.
Brazil is wild.
What? Who was cheating? Was it him?
Wait. In February, in a dramatic turn of events, Marivon claimed their baby was being held hostage by captors who were demanding $161 for his release.
$161. This woman needs to be monitored.
Yeah.
Wait, she claimed her husband Marcelo had cheated on her for the second time. And she made him sleep on the couch.
How do we get her on the pod?
Wait, she said, I found out when my friend sent me a message one evening saying that he was cheating on me. So that night,
he's on Tinder.
Imagine your friend being like, yo, Marcelo's cheating on you. I saw him out. You can't miss him.
Yeah.
Oh, as a punishment, she decided to detach Marcelo's dildo penis.
Oh my God. She has sex with him? She attached.
Well, how do you think she had the baby?
Well, that's a good point. Very touche.
Oh.
This is...
Wait.
I'm going to do a deep dive into this woman.
So at the hostage thing, she posted a TikTok video of herself putting up flyers in her neighborhood, urging people to come forward if they had any information. Wait, she received a video? She said she received a terrifying video of her son sat in a corner of an abandoned building while he was kidnapped.
Is this woman a comedian or is she a nut
don't.
job?
I mean, I'm assuming she's not mentally all there.
Let's look. Let's Google this woman.
Because this is funny. Like being held hostage.
It doesn't look like she's like a comedian. She's not like a comedian doing a bit. Like she is.
I think she's like a real person.
Oh my God. There's photos of her like at the hospital holding her quote unquote baby.
I don't understand. Oh my God. The hostage picture? Did you see the hostage picture?
No.
What is she doing? It's a little baby sitting in like a...
Oh my God.
No.
We have to put these photos up on our Instagram. There's pictures of them like on picnics. There's out and about on a bed with rose petals.
I don't know. Is she okay? What's happening?
How is everyone going along with this?
I don't know. Why are people coming to this wedding?
This is weird.
Like, why isn't her family like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah. Oh my God, there's a picture of them in a bubble bath.
There's a video.
He must have taken a long time to dry out after that bubble bath.
Oh, right?
Yeah, he probably has mold.
There's a video of their wedding.
What if he's like real and the joke's just on us?
If there's like a person under it's a costume.
No, like what if he's like a puppet that can actually just like talk and stuff? Is somehow like it's a Pinocchio kind of situation. I don't know. Anyways,
that's a crazy thing.
If you're in Brazil or if you know this lady, like hook her up with us because I've never been more fascinated by someone in my life.
Wow.
I guess it's like objectophilia or something.
Right.
When you're like in love with an object, like that guy who was in love with balloons.
Oh yeah, those cars.
Yeah. Anyways, in terms of entertainment news, even though that
shook.
was as entertaining as it gets, I know. I'm like, I feel astounded right now.
Yeah.
I like can't talk. Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj are beefing.
Oh no.
Yeah, I like was trying to follow it on Twitter yesterday, but I couldn't really. I don't really know too much about all this. This isn't really my world. I'm more of a Cardi B fan.
Yeah.
So Megan Thee Stallion, she got shot in the foot
Right.
a while ago
By
like a.
Was it her boyfriend or ex?
I don't know if it was her
Tory
boyfriend or
Lanez
something.
And he went to court.
Yeah.
And then he went to jail over it or something.
Yeah, bad dude.
But then she had like denied it or something weird happened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I went on Reddit, and this is the subreddit Out of the Loop.
Oh, great. This is
And
a
I
great
said,
subreddit.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on with Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion? And I got my answer. So, answer. This is from Leisha226. Nicki has a trend of going after younger female rappers, not just Meg, but also Doja, Lotto, Cardi, and more. Around 5 years ago, she did seem to publicly support Meg, but things have changed since then. I guess we're calling her
Meg.
She has made multiple comments making fun of Meg and the Tory Lanez incident. The reason for the coverage today is Meg has a new hit single called Hiss.
Oh.
And while she doesn't name names, she comes for a few rappers, Nicki Minaj included. There's a bar that says, "These hoes don't be mad at Megan, these hoes mad at Megan's law," referencing the fact that Nicki is married to a convicted sex offender.
Oh.
So
Who's
like Megan's
Nicki
law is against,
married to?
which I didn't know about. So then like Nicki Minaj went on like Instagram Live and everywhere, like going crazy.
Kenny Perry? Kenny Petty? Kenny
He's married to
Petty.
Katy Perry.
Kenneth Zoo Petty. Met her husband when she was just
He's a convicted sex
teenager.
offender, it says.
Oh, they went to the same high school?
House arrest.
Oh.
Previously sentenced to 3 years probation for failing to register as a sex offender.
Oh, yikes. Uh-oh.
Petty was convicted for the attempted rape of Jennifer Howe in 1994, serving over 4 years in prison. Howe sued both Petty and Minaj in 2021, alleging that they both directly and indirectly intimidated, harassed, and threatened Howe to recant her legitimate claim that defendant Petty raped her.
Oh, my God. He was convicted of attempted rape. 95. How old? He's 45? Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nikki seems not great.
What are you doing, Nikki?
Problematic.
I might be team Megan Thee Stallion then.
Yeah, I think we're team Megan Thee Stallion.
Nikki, what are you doing? Nikki, come on.
Yeah, we don't. I'm new to this beef,
right?
But let us know if we're correct on this on the side
we're
of
out
this,
of the loop.
It seems we're out of the loop. This I read and it was like the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. So Tom Hollander from he's been in a whole bunch of stuff, but he was on the most.
Is he Spider-Man? Or no, wait,
Tom Holland. So you just made the same mistake. Fuck. Good thing you're not in accounting. Tom Hollander was on the most recent season of White Lotus.
Yes.
He played the quote unquote uncle. He was the gay that wanted to kill
Jennifer Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge.
They're trying to kill
these
me.
gays, they're trying to kill me. He received accidentally Tom Holland's check for the Avengers.
It was a bonus check, right?
Bonus check. Yeah. And he said he opened the check and he was like, it was for millions of dollars.
Oh
and he was like, what the fuck? And then he saw it was for Tom Holland. And then I guess he like Googled Tom Holland or like asked his agent, like, who is Tom Holland? And she was like, oh, he's this, like 18-year-old actor. 'Cause at the time, this was a while ago. Like, he's playing the new Spider-Man. And Tom Hollander was like, I opened this check and found out that it was for this like 20-year-old kid. And it was just his bonus for a Marvel movie. And I've been working forever. Like, can you imagine?
It was like
that
more
fumble?
money than he's ever made, I guess.
Yeah. I would lose it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, people are tweeting like, I'm going to change my name to Brad Pitt and then just hope for the best.
That's so that's what a crazy mistake.
That's so wild. But it made me think like people spell my last name wrong all the time. And I will be like, this is how you spell my name. Like, this is my email address. And there's so many times where people are like, did you get my email? I'm like, no.
Did you put an A in it? When there's
they always spell it Segal.
Like Katie Seagal.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, how many like job offers have I maybe gotten at the wrong email address?
Wait, does that email address exist? Like, is there an Ali Seagal? I'm assuming, right?
Probably. I have no idea.
Because I wonder if they just bounce back, but I'm assuming that's probably someone's. There's got to be
I don't know.
Ali Seagal.
Well, because I've had people be like, oh, we sent it to the wrong email address. Right. I imagine if it bounced back, they'd like call me and say, what's your email address? This is wrong. Or maybe they just don't care enough. Anyways, I thought that was funny. Then there's this concert coming up in Vegas.
Yeah.
That I texted Melissa and Maria and I said, I'm using our whole Patreon money for the year to buy a VIP cabana. And then I found out the VIP cabanas are like $40,000.
$40,000.
Girl. Okay, so I signed up for the pre-code so that I could buy tickets early because I honestly wanted to go to this concert. So it's the Lovers and Friends concert. And the lineup is, I mean, it's for like older millennials, absolutely.
Yes. But it's like the greatest lineup you could ever ask for if you're a millennial.
Yeah, I saw it and I was...
Every name was like a name. It's crazy.
Okay, listen, you're going to lose your mind, guys. Wait, this is for a previous one. Okay. Janet Jackson, Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige, Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne, The Backstreet Boys, Usher, Nas, Ludacris, Nelly, Ja Rule, Ashanti, Sierra, TLC, MIA, T-Pain, Akon, Neo, Timbaland, Brandy, Monica, Eve, Kelly Rowland, Sean Paul, Tyrese, 98 Degrees,
Whoa.
Method Man, Redman, Rick Ross, Fat Joe, Genuine.
What?
There's like
SWV.
Drew Hill,
Too Short,
Lupe Fiasco, Ying Yang Twins.
What?
Yeah, it's like
Juvenile.
Yeah. Could there be a better concert?
Twista. Craig David.
I don't know who that is, but
Craig David. Can you fill me in?
oh, okay. Now we're
Can you
talking.
Fill me?
Yeah, I'm sure like I would know everyone everyone on this. And
Wow.
the tickets are so they're like $500 for like general admission.
Why does this poster say all tickets start at $19.99?
Because it's like a payment plan. That's
your
down payment.
Fucking liars.
2024 tickets are sold out.
Oh, fucking what? How? God.
So general admission was $325. And this is just one day. It's just a one-day festival.
Because that's like Coachella is like, I feel like Coachella is now like $500 or something. But that's, I mean, it's 3 days.
It's a weekend. Yeah.
It used
I've
to be
never
like
been.
$99.
But like VIP was like $700 or something. It was crazy. But anyways, it's sold out now. If you have a Connect and can get us in for free, I'd honestly go.
Wow. When is this? May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
They were like, no science nerds allowed.
No science nerds.
Yeah, they knew it was going to be no intersection of lovers and friends line up and Star Wars people.
I wish I liked music festivals more.
I don't think I've ever been to a music festival.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I've been to so many.
I know, because you're a raver.
Yeah.
I've never been. It's never been my thing.
Wow. Never been to Coachella.
Yeah, no, never.
Oh.
I was going to go with an ex of mine who you know, and then I broke up with him like right before it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I cannot do Coachella with this person.
No.
It's just going to be a disaster with the way he is as a person. And then last and not least for entertainment news, this goes straight to May the 4th be with you. For all you Dune 2 heads who like those kinds of things. I know people are excited for Dune 2.
I didn't see Dune 1.
I didn't see Dune 1 either. You know how they release popcorn buckets for big movies that go along with the movie? People are saying the Dune 2 popcorn bucket looks like a butthole.
No. Let me see.
I mean, it doesn't not look like a butthole.
Right. It looks like many things.
I don't know what it's supposed to be, like a wormhole or a worm.
Oh, is that what? I don't know anything about Dune.
I don't know anything about
Dune
either.
wormhole, a black hole or something.
It's something from the movie. It's like a sandworm. It's supposed to be a giant sandworm from the movie.
Oh,
but
yeah. Okay.
It got lost in translation, and it looks like an exploded butthole.
When you get the popcorn, you have to put your hand through this thing to get the popcorn out?
Yeah, you have. I guess so. That's going to be messy. Yeah. So if you want the butthole promotional popcorn, go see Dune 2 in theaters coming soon.
Gross.
I guess. True Crime Corner. Melissa, what's going on there?
Okay, this is kind of crazy. So this guy who was in Kansas City had his friends over to watch the Kansas City Chiefs football game a few weeks ago. And then these 3 friends were found dead in his backyard, and he didn't know for a few days.
He didn't know?
He didn't know. This is what he's saying. So 3 weeks ago, the bodies were found 2 days later after this party. The police still haven't said how the men died. There's no evidence of foul play. And what happened is that their names are Ricky Johnson, Clayton McGeeney, and David Harrington. They're all 36, 37, 38. Went to the home of a friend in Kansas City to watch the Chiefs game on January 7th. None of them made it home. 2 nights later, McGeeney's fiance went to the home looking for him. There was no answer at the door. She broke into the basement of the residence, and then she found a dead body on the back porch. And they called the police, and then they found 2 other dead bodies in the backyard.
God.
There was no evidence of foul play. And so they don't know how they died. They said they have not said publicly if it's drugs or alcohol. Though that seems likely if there's no evidence of foul play.
Yeah.
But the weather records indicate the temperature was around 33 degrees that night. And it's weird because the guy who owns the house said he had his friends over and then he went to bed and his friends were still hanging out and he assumed they left.
This is so confusing.
Yeah, it's so I guess he didn't go outside of his backyard and didn't see that they were
it's that cold, and maybe if you don't have like a dog or something, you just go in the backyard for a few days and then you're like, whoa, my friends are dead back there.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like drugs, like overdose.
Yeah, they must have been doing drugs and watching the big game, and then they stumbled out there.
It's so strange.
I don't know. Maybe they were like shrooming or something, and then they went in the backyard to be like, let's look at the sky, and then they got locked out, and then they froze to death.
But their cars were still parked on the street. Or like the guy said he saw a car, his friend's car. Was like, oh, I assume he got a ride home from someone else. It's weird. It's strange.
Something don't add up. Let us know what you think happened.
Something doesn't add up.
Yeah. Another story that's never added up. What is it? How do you pronounce it? The Lindenberg baby?
The Lindbergh baby.
The Lindbergh baby.
Lindbergh baby. Charles Lindbergh.
Yeah. So, what really happened to the Lindbergh baby? A man was executed for the infamous 1932 kidnapping. Now, a disturbing theory places the blame on someone else.
Oh.
A retired Oakland judge has a shocking theory about the infamous kidnapping, and it's catching on. Yeah, so there have been questions about Hauptmann's guilt, who was persecuted for the crime, since his death, and people thought that maybe it didn't add up.
Right.
And this author and retired judge in Oakland says that there is another theory. She says that back in March 1932, when 20-month-old Charles Lindbergh Jr. was snatched from his New Jersey home in the dark of night, it was called the crime of the century. She says a lot of leads weren't followed. About a dozen state witnesses likely committed perjury, and the prosecution had 90,000 pages of investigation they didn't let Hauptmann or his defense see. The wrong man was executed, and my hope is that Hauptmann will be posthumously exonerated, and I am certainly not the only one who wants that. So maybe we should do our mini episode on
the Lindbergh baby.
Yeah, and just what this new theory is.
Oh,
she says,
they said the dad is responsible.
Yeah, she says, my theory is that the child was operated on. We think at the very least that his carotid and probably his thyroid were taken out and kept viable for 30 days. We think he died on the operating table because historians have long noted that Lindbergh and Carroll were both advocates of eugenics, or weeding out human deficiencies so they won't be inherited. And the Lindbergh baby was known to be sickly and to have an abnormally large head. Perlman contends that to Lindbergh, the child may have been disposable.
Oh, they were doing experiments on the kid?
That's what they think. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, so we might have to look into this and do, it's a great article. It's a really long article from the San Francisco Chronicle. So,
whoa.
Fucking nuts twist.
That's crazy. Which would be horrible, yeah, we should do our next episode, because we haven't done a Lindbergh baby episode.
Yeah, it would be really crazy.
That's a whole thing. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so,
nuts.
On a lighter note, on to television. The new Bachelor season started on last week.
Yes, it did. Did you watch the first episode?
Yeah, but it started out of nowhere. Like I saw it on Hulu.
I know.
And I was like, The Bachelor started? That's so confusing. I thought maybe it was a promo, and then I realized that the whole episode was there. I did watch it. I liked it, actually.
Yeah, it was good.
I
It was
like
a good
this
first
guy.
episode.
What's his name? I
Joey?
never know their names.
Joey, the
Yeah.
tennis instructor.
He's a tennis instructor. I didn't watch Charity. Was it Charity?
It was
the season he was on? Chastity?
Yeah, Charity. He was
Charity?
top 2.
Yeah.
They usually never do the top 2. It's always like top 5, top 3.
Yeah, but people liked him because he's cute. He's like he looks like he's from Silver Lake or something. He's like a short king. And I would swipe right on him if I saw him on an app.
He's a cute, nice guy.
Yeah. Was he likable on Charity's
Yeah,
season?
he was. He was very sweet.
He's not like problematic.
Well, not that we know of yet. I'm sure there will be some things that come up. But
Yeah,
no,
just wait till-
he was very sweet. And I liked it.
It looks like it's going to be a good season. There's Sisters on, which is weird.
My God.
Yeah, weird.
And they
stupid.
look exactly alike, too.
Yeah, and Joey picked up on it because they they didn't tell him, and then finally they revealed it to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I know, you guys look alike and are from the same place and have the exact same story."
He's like, I figured it out.
There's a girl who has a cochlear implant.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And she seems really sweet and authentic. Then there's a twist. A girl had received a card that said, this girl Leia received a card that said she could steal anyone's one-on-one date.
Right.
And she threw it in the fire. She said, I don't want to take your autonomy.
That's a good move.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you do a one-on-one date, like the guy specifically wants to hang out with that person. And if you're like, you're hanging out with me instead, it's like, weird.
Because it won her over with the girls.
Yeah.
It won her over with the public, and it won her over with him.
That's a good move.
Even if she doesn't end up with him, she'll get friends with the girls, and then she'll definitely be in the running for the Bachelorette maybe next
they were
season,
trying to make her the
Bachelor-
villain, and she was like,
and she was like, not me. You know what it is? I think it's because she's from Hawaii, and she has that aloha spirit, and she's a good person.
she is like a very nice person.
Yeah, she's a good heart. She has the spirit of aloha.
First impression rose?
Yeah, because he was like,
That's
you.
right.
Yeah, you kind of have to after
Good
he did
move.
that. Yeah, so he also kissed a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of kissing.
Yes. I guess
Which-
that's just what they do now.
Yeah. The Traitors. Are you watching The Traitors?
I am. But I think we're halfway through. So we're not
This season?
the season, yes.
Oh, okay.
Not caught up.
I love it.
It's good.
I didn't watch season 1 because I didn't like that it was half normal people, half celebs.
That kind of made it good.
Oh, I didn't like it. I like that this season it's whoops all celebs.
But you got to watch, when you're done with this, the Australian one and the UK ones
Oh, okay.
are so good.
Okay, I'll watch those.
They're
I'll watch
very,
those.
very good.
Even if I won't know the people on them, it's still
No.
entertaining.
No, it's very good.
Okay. Because, I haven't watched Big Brother or Survivor really, so I don't know who those people are, but
It
I like
doesn't
the
really
lore
matter.
of them.
They're
Yeah.
the Survivor contestants are the ones who are the best Survivor, the ones who have won multiple times.
Yeah. My favorite is Phaedra.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Ride or die for Phaedra. I loved her on Atlanta, and I love her here too. I think she's so funny. So
It's a
see what
good, it's a
happens.
fun reality game show. Big fan
it's
of it.
surprisingly good. SNL,
I didn't watch.
no need. Never.
What's
a
his face
need to.
hosted?
Jacob Elordi or whatever.
Yes, but then wait, who was that other guy that hosted? The other hot actor guy.
I don't know.
That was something. I don't
Dakota Johnson hosted last night.
know. Oh, yeah, Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi has the timing and comedic prowess of a wet mop.
Oh
and-
no!
And
I
last
didn't
night
watch.
was bad too. There was a few funny sketches on Jacob Elordi's night, but they
Yeah.
didn't have anything to do with him. But there was Justin Timberlake was the musical guest,
Oh, because he has his new fucking song out.
which we'll get into. But
Oh boy.
there is a skit with Justin Timberlake and Jimmy Fallon.
It's a
And I thought
history
to
of
myself,
music thing where there or history
the
of
Bee Gees
dances
or whatever. Yeah. And I thought to myself, are there two more annoying people together than Justin Timberlake and Jimmy Fallon? It was so grating. I could not handle it. Two people who think they're so funny and so self-important and are so frustratingly I don't want to say untalented because I think Justin Timberlake is talented.
Yes, he's talented.
I was like, these goobers. I had to turn the volume down. Also, speaking of Justin Timberlake, that I didn't have this on there, but there was this Jessica Biel. That's his wife, right?
Yes.
She uploaded a bunch of TikToks because her flight was like delayed in the air. Did
yes.
you see this?
I saw
And
this article.
Yeah, everyone was like, you're acting like this is the first person this has ever happened to. Like her flight was stuck in the air for an extra 30 minutes or something because, I don't know, like the runway was something. And she was like, oh my God, thank God I brought extra snacks. Like,
Yeah,
these are the
showing
snacks
her
I brought.
snacks and stuff.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, I'm so bored. And it's, bitch, you're in first class and you're stuck it for 30 extra minutes or something in the air. You're going to be okay. Yeah, she was acting like it was, what's that show with Christina Ricci where the plane crashes and then they all eat each other?
Oh, Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, she was acting like it was Yellow Jackets or something. And I'm like, you're in first class from New York to LA or something, saying, thank God you have this beef jerky stick. You're fine.
Also, they have food on airplanes. I don't know if
It
you've
was
ever
so
flown.
weird.
They got
Yeah,
food.
She was like, has this ever happened to you? Like, I'm stuck in the air. And you're a weirdo. It was just so out of touch and weird.
She's probably just trying to like. I bet her like PR people were like, you gotta
like,
post
post more.
like
Yeah,
post more like
reels.
relatable content. You know,
Yeah.
I'm stuck on an airplane. That's everyone can relate to that.
I will say she looked beautiful.
She looks.
She
great.
did look very pretty. She looked really like she really is getting more beautiful with age.
She's got great skin.
Perfect skin. Movies. Speaking of huge actresses, movies. You got this Sundance package or something, yeah?
Yeah, well,
Yeah?
since the pandemic, they did Sundance online.
Yeah, I think I bought the package once and then didn't end up watching anything.
Well, you missed out. So
that a
we
good
did
story?
that whenever 2 years ago or whatever, and they have kept doing it because it's so popular. So Martin bought a package. You can buy individual movies too.
Yeah.
So Martin bought a package for like 10 movies or whatever, and we've been watching them. And
Favorites? Any?
I'll tell you my favorites. There have been some real flops, I'll say. Some not so good ones. There's this documentary. The documentaries have been all so good.
Martin posted something on his stories being like, I've never cried so hard in a movie or something.
Yeah.
Was that one from Sundance?
Yes. It's called Daughters, and it's about daughters who are going to a daddy-daughter dance to see their dads in prison.
I'm literally started tearing
It
up.
is the saddest thing you'll ever see.
I don't even need to watch the movie. I'm starting crying.
It is. And it's
Oh my
so
God.
fucked up. They have this program. I don't know if they do it every year. They should. But it's some of these prisons, I didn't realize that you have to pay for like visits.
Are you serious? I
And then
didn't know
some
that.
visits, it's not even a glass. It's through like a screen. Like you watch a TV screen of, they're not even in the same room as you.
Are you serious? That's despicable.
I didn't realize that and you have to pay for that. And you can only do it some of these girls haven't seen their dads in years. They're like, between the ages of like 5 and
sad.
13. And
Well, this ruined my day.
I'm sorry.
This ruined my day.
But some of the dads got out of prison and they've formed relationships with their daughters, which is great.
Wow.
But what's crazy is that they said 95% of the men who attend these things, when they get released from prison, they don't go back. Because it encourages them to stay out of prison because they miss their daughters so much. It's such a good program.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm just gonna completely lose my mind.
Oh,
well,
my
that
God.
is the key to rehabilitation is purpose and community. And the people who are continually unable to be rehabilitated feel like they don't have a purpose. They're not part of a community. They feel extradited isn't the right word, but they feel like they're not
communicated.
Also not the right
not
word.
the
I don't know
right
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But like they can't get jobs. They feel like they don't have like the training or the education for jobs.
Yep.
People in their community don't accept them. And like having places like things like this where their family, they feel like they're part of a community, their family accepts them, they have hope. It's the idea of hope that like will help you keep going.
They don't have, they're called touch visits. They don't have touch visits, so they can't hug their family. So they don't hug their daughters for years.
Horrible.
It seems cruel. That's cruel.
I heard
an unusual
it
punishment.
is cruel. I heard some statistic that you need like 8 hugs or 8 like human contacts a day in order to feel fulfilled. And I'm like, that seems excessive. Like, what about single people or people who are alone?
Right.
Like, who are you supposed to hug? But you need human interaction and contact and like intimacy. And intimacy isn't like sexual intimacy. It's
just a fucking
closeness
hug.
or feeling heard or understood.
It's sad.
This is my new prison reform podcast, but even on 60 Days In, which is this great show that we love about their non-criminals who go into prisons and then they tell like the wardens what needs to be fixed in the prison. And then the wardens are usually like, we don't care. But this one woman was like, there was a kind of AA like sobriety group kind of thing or self-help group, but it was only available to like 3 prisoners at a time, because it was so exclusive and you had to like fill out a bunch of paperwork to get in. And a lot of the inmates were like, I don't know how to get the paperwork. When I ask for the paperwork, I don't get it. And also I don't really know how to read and write. So I can't fill all this out to get into the program. So there's so many stipulations to be able to get into these programs. I'm sure like the daughter dance thing too. And it's just like, it's so fucked. Anyway,
that was a sad documentary. And there's another documentary called Ibelin. And this was about a Norwegian gamer.
Oh.
He had... Look, it's sad. He died. He died of like this muscular degenerative disease when he was like 25, and his parents thought he just didn't have this fulfilling life. Like he was always playing World of Warcraft. He was constantly on his computer all the time. He eventually lost control of all his muscles and could like only use his fingers. And his parents were like so devastated, like he died so alone. He never wanted to hang out with his family. After he died, they posted like a thing on his blog and he got like hundreds of emails of like, oh my God, your son changed my life. He was that like he had this whole community and World of Warcraft, had all these friends. He was like giving people advice. Like he had... I don't want to spoil it, but like he helped relationship, like a mother-son relationship. Like he helped so many people and it's so good.
That is like, I do think that the internet is, I think that is.
Yeah, it's a good instance of the internet being great.
And also we don't think about the internet and like ableism, like someone who is handicapped, he would just that's run the wrong terminology.
They would just show his little character he would just run every day for a half hour just through the woods, just running.
Oh God, here I go. But it's, someone who doesn't have the ability to even that. I wasn't even thinking about that. Am I getting my period? Like, what's wrong with me?
No, these are very sad
cannot stop crying.
documentaries. I cried all day watching them.
But also, like, he probably can't go out and meet people in the way that normal people can, like go to a bar or, go and play basketball or whatever. So the internet is what he has. So people,
and he didn't tell anyone he had this disease, like, until the very end, because he didn't want to be treated differently. Like, they would all have meetups. They're like, why can't you come? He's like, oh, I can't. I'm on vacation.
Yeah, it's the only place he felt like equanimity.
Yeah. But yeah, these are, because they're not streaming now, but these will for sure be like streaming somewhere.
Is it too late to buy the package or like to buy the...
I think, no, you can buy individual. I think
maybe
until
I'll buy the individual
tomorrow, I think.
Interesting.
It's like $20 per things. And I saw a bunch of other movies and it's, they're not out yet, but they should be. But man, a lot of good documentaries this year. Yeah. So hopefully they'll all be coming out this year.
I'm in a doc zone right now. Like, I can't really watch movies. I'm in
there's this one about a woman who lives in LA who rehabs hummingbirds.
Oh, I like that.
That's a good one.
It's my future.
Yeah.
I actually have a axe to grind. I bought a few about birds. I bought the Bird Buddy feeder a few years ago when it was the Kickstarter. It's this bird feeder that like is supposed to take photos when the birds go and eat from it.
Oh, and I know someone who has that.
Is it me or is it someone else?
No, it's someone else.
Okay, well, ask them because since I've got it, it has never worked.
Oh,
it does not pair to my Wi-Fi. It does not. The battery it depletes after like 15 minutes. It has never worked.
No.
And I just want to say, Bird Buddy, if you're listening, like send me a new one or something. I have not reached out to you because I bought it like 3 years ago and I was just like other stuff like COVID was going on. So I was like, this is not my top priority. But I just want to let you know it's never worked.
Damn. Maybe I think it's a different one that my friend has.
Shots fired.
I don't think it's called Bird Buddy.
I don't know if mine's called Bird Buddy either. I think it is.
Well, that's disappointing.
Bird Buddy. I have Bird Buddy. Yeah, and it's expensive. It was like $300.
Yeah. You want to be able to see pictures of these birds.
Yeah, I thought it was like going to change my life and my mental health.
It's change it for the worse.
It's change it for the worst, actually. Yeah. So
wow.
How's that?
Well, in music news, there's a new Future Islands album.
Oh, that's fun.
Are you a Future Islands fan?
I don't know if I can think of a single song.
They did that they became like big when they did that performance on Letterman. Remember the front guy, Sam? He's like the crazy dancer. It like went viral. It was back in like 2014. They sang the song Seasons. Anyway, they're just one of my favorite bands. Is he married to
Michelle Branch?
No.
Oh.
That guy is in the Black Keys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
He kind of looks like the guy from Future Islands a little bit.
A little. But if you're into, they're great. Every album they have is great. I've been a fan for like 15 years.
All right. Future Islands. Hero of the week. So Justin Timberlake released a new song called Selfish, I guess.
Have you heard it?
And I have not. I mean, maybe if he performed it on SNL.
Basic.
Yeah. I mean,
whatever.
I don't think he's like a incredible, I think he's like a performer. I don't think he's an incredible musician.
No.
And I don't really know if his music stands up the test of time.
Cry me a river. Oh.
Yeah. Oh. So I guess Britney Spears has a song called Selfish from a long time ago.
Oh.
And people were upset that Justin Timberlake named his song Selfish and that it was on the charts. So Britney fans started listening to Britney's Selfish and requesting Britney's Selfish so much that it got on the charts too.
That's great.
Yeah. So,
Hell yeah.
Hero of the Week fans of Britney Spears who are.
Did she delete her Instagram?
Oh, no. Did she?
I thought I saw someone post now that Britney's no longer on Instagram or something. Oh, she made it private.
Oh.
Mm.
Maria River Red.
Maria River Red.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Artist, mama, pray every day, chef in the works. What if this is like Maria's like, cooking with Maria?
Cooking with Maria.
Mama to Piggles.
Artist. She prays every day.
Maria River Red. If you're a Britney fan and know what that means, let us know. Does she have like an alter ego?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her.
I don't know what's going on either.
Anyway.
Another thing that I don't know what's going on, and I have nothing more to say about it than this, is that Ben Savage from Boy Meets World is like running for like city council.
I got a thing in the mail.
Yeah, so did my boyfriend.
I thought he was like accused of something.
I don't know.
I don't want to say that.
He does have a weird vibe.
Allegations of misconduct.
Of what sort?
I don't know.
Well, if you're in Los Angeles,
yeah,
just be ready to get some stuff in the mail about his campaign.
I'm not voting for him.
No. Anyways, that's it for this week. Let us know if you have any other hot entertainment gossip you want to share with us. I'm Ali Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stettin.
And that's all, folks. Bye.
Bimbo News. Bimbo News. Bimbo News. Bimbo News. All the news you can handle. Bimbo News. So tune in to this channel. Bimbo News. Everything you want to know. Bimbo News. About recent news and TV shows. Bimbo News.
Powered by Acast.